Okay, hello guys. Happy Friday. Good evening. Right. Yes, Abra, hello. Hi, Kaihui, hello. What's up? All right. So, what is up, guys? Welcome back to our lesson for August week 1. Wow, damn, it's August already. All right. 5 more months to go in 2022. Yeah, that's a pretty fast time. Okay, anyway, we are continuing with our chapters 5, I think. Okay. Yes, Javian, hello. Is it my first time seeing you? All right, so what's up? All right, are you from another class or are you a new student?
New student. I'm a new student, teacher.
Okay, sure. Okay, so anyway, guys, we are continuing with our chapter 5. We still have a little bit of things left, here. I might finish this early today, and if I do, I might go into chapter 6. I might. All right, who knows lah. Anyway, so as we know, this is quite a boring chapter, and it's quite an easy chapter because, guys, you learned this in primary school. Hello. I think we finished this last week, huh? Okay, your air has mass, air occupies space, so air is a matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. All right, and we learn what is so solid, liquid, and gas. Oh my God, I've said this thing till I want to puke already. Okay, it's the same thing over and over again. And then what is diffusion? All right, diffusion is uh atoms going from a high concentration to a low concentration area. All right, they will diffuse in another substance. All right, so for example, you spray perfume diffuse in air. That means the perfume particle, they will get between the air particles. Okay, so the spreading out of this perfume particle is what we call diffusion. Okay, really easy peasy stuff. And as you know, diffusion is the slowest in solid because solid, the particles are very close together. Okay, so you want to diffuse in solid, it's really quite hard because there's not much space here. Whereas if you want to diffuse in gas, it's really easy because there's a lot of space here. So you can just diffuse like no problem. Okay, really, really fast. Okay, so as you can see, air is the fastest. It takes like 15 minutes here. Okay. Yes, we seen hello and Ernest, hello. Good evening. Okay. Anyway, guys, I think we finished this, right? We finished this, right? So what is this? Solid, liquid, and gas. Okay. Yes, hello. We finished this, right? Guys, please don't get this wrong in exam, please, because it's really embarrassing. Okay, melting, evaporation, and boiling. Okay, penyejatan, pendidikan, condensation, kondensasi, and freezing, pembekuan. So the come and back one is called sublimation. Okay, anyway, have we done this or we haven't, right? We haven't, right? Okay, let me just quickly talk about this lah. Please draw a line here. Okay, please draw a line here after between evaporation and condensation. Please draw a line here. Okay, so this is the detail about all these processes. Okay, so as you can see here, melting and evaporation. Okay, let's not care about the sublimation first. Okay, evaporation, boiling, and melting, they are in red arrows. All right, why red arrows? Because they absorb heat. Okay, they absorb heat, so they become hotter. Solid, ice like 0, and then liquid is like 30 degrees, and then gas is like 100, so they become hotter and hotter and hotter, so they absorb heat. Right? Yeah, Shane, hello. Good evening. All right, so this is absorbing heat. So as you can see, these three, they have the same explanation. You see, absorb heat, absorb heat, absorb heat. Menyerap haba, they suck in heat and then they become hotter. Right, end of story. So suck in heat to do what? The heat energy will be converted into kinetic energy. What does it mean by kinetic energy? That means they vibrate faster, they move faster. As you can see, here, solid, they barely move, they just vibrate. Whereas liquid, they move freely. Okay, and then gas, they move randomly, they just chin chai move. Okay, they just like fly everywhere. Okay, so that's what happens. So they absorb heat and then they gain kinetic energy, they move faster, right? Yes, Nishika, hello, good evening. All right, so it will absorb heat, they will gain kinetic energy. Gain kinetic energy and gain kinetic energy is the same explanation. Okay, so please don't get this wrong. And they will move faster. So what do? They overcome the force of attraction. They overcome the force of attraction. Okay, they overcome the force of attraction. Same thing here. That means the force of attraction, they get weaker and weaker. As you can see, force of attraction, very strong, very weak, very weak. So they get weaker and weaker. So they break the bond between them. Okay, from very good friends to not so good friends to barely know each other. So they break their bond. They are like having a breakup now. They absorb energy, then they break up. So that's your melting, boiling, and evaporation. Okay, easy peasy, huh? Easy peasy, huh? Yes, Janelle, hello. Good evening. Hey, you're very Malaysia timing one, You're very Malaysia timing one. You know, every wedding I go to, 8 p.m. start, they will start at 8:30 one. Right. You all know what's up, The breakup must be so hard. Shit, don't get dramatic, please. Okay, anyway, so this is breaking up, Okay, so let's talk about the reverse, condensation and freezing. So that's the other way around. All right. So whatever you know just now, you reverse it. So that's the blue arrow. So they become colder. They will release heat. Membebaskan haba. So for these two, you see heat is released, heat is released. So they lose kinetic energy, they lose kinetic energy. Just now, gain heat, gain kinetic. Now, lose heat, lose kinetic. Okay. Hey guys, when I teach this chapter, every year I teach this chapter, it feels like I'm humiliating you. It's like I'm humiliating your intelligence. It's like, oh my God, sir, this is so easy. Why are you telling us? I really don't want to. Okay, I really want to skip this chapter. Okay, anyway, so sublimation, it depends on what way they go. Okay, it depends on what way they go. If they are going to here, that means they absorb heat. If they go to here, that means they release heat. Same thing over and over again. Right, guys, so let's look at the last part here. Okay, you guys can understand this, You guys can understand this, Okay, so for those who just came in, again, I'm just going to repeat this again. So melting, boiling, and evaporation, when things starts to get hotter, okay, they absorb heat, they gain kinetic energy. And when things starts to get colder, they will release heat and they lose kinetic energy. That end of story. All right, so next, let's look at this part. Okay, you might say, oh my God, sir, can I not learn graphs? Okay, I know lah. When you see graphs, you're like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Okay, this graph is, it's actually quite easy. Okay, let's just imagine this is water. Okay, let's just imagine this is water. You start from ice. Let's just say this is -10 degrees Celsius. For example, you put your ice in your freezer. Freezer is actually -17. Okay, let's just say it's -17. Okay, so your freezer is -17 degrees. Right? So when you take ice out of fridge, what happens? It will start absorbing heat and the temperature will rise, right? Okay, -17 will slowly increase. Yes, Winging, hello. And then they will reach melting point and then they will stop. Melting point is 0. Ice will melt at 0. So they reach 0 and then they will stop here. Okay, they will stop here. And then while they are melting, okay, can you see AB here is solid? Okay, it is still ice here. Okay, it's okay as long as you're here. Okay, so this is ice here. But BC here is solid plus liquid. The ice is melting here. Guys, when ice is melting, temperature doesn't change. Okay, temperature doesn't change. That means from full ice to full liquid, you can go and try this. You take ice out of the fridge, you put it on table, you let it melt. While the ice is melting, you put your thermometer inside. Okay, you put a thermometer inside, you are going to see 0. Okay, because during the process of changing from solid to liquid, this is liquid, right? During the process of changing, you are not going to see any temperature change. All right, same goes to here. So this is gas, right? Imagine boiling point is 100. Water will boil at 100, right? So imagine they reach here, liquid will slowly become gas. So this part here is liquid and gas. The water is slowly becoming steam. All right, so during this phase here, water doesn't increase in temperature. So during melting and during boiling, there's no change in temperature. You might say, why, sir? Where's the temperature increase? All right, so this is the explanation. Why is B, C, and D, E constant? Why is there nothing moving here? Because heat is absorbed to overcome the force of attraction. This is the explanation. 0 degrees water will become ice and ice will become water. Yeah, it will. So how do we know it will become water or ice? C, they absorb heat or release heat. C, or it depends on their surrounding. If the surrounding is really cold, like inside your fridge, so they will become ice. If the surrounding is hot, like your room temperature, so they will become water. Okay, you get what I mean?
Hello, I
yes,
have
Miru,
arrived.
Good evening.
What does that mean? Every week I enter your class. Wow, a new meme.
Yeah, I keep things
literally
interesting.
tweeted about you.
My students every time they complain, sir, why your background so boring one? So I okay. That's a.
It's never boring. Remember that one time you had a man crying as your background?
Yes, I do. Wow, Meru, you have very good memories. I'm glad.
No, I only have that specific memory because you engraved it into my mind. You were teaching science as a man was crying in your background.
Okay. I'm glad. Okay, so hey, finally someone pay attention to my background. I'm so happy now. Okay. Anyway, so we are in page 6. We're in page 6. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so like I said just now, when there's no temperature change, okay, when ice is melting or when water is boiling, when there's no temperature change, they absorb heat to overcome the force of attraction. Wow, Jenna, you don't even remember. I said already. Okay, the cat with butter. Hey, I have tons of background. Hey, every month I will go and hunt for new backgrounds. I will plan for my background. Okay, this week I will use that, this week I will use that, and I'll make sure the meme is relevant. So that you all don't say, teacher very boomer leh. This meme is a dead meme leh. You see the effort I put. Okay, maybe I'm just too free okay? Anyway. All right, moving on. So during these phases, heat is absorbed to overcome the force of attraction. This is what you need to know. So what about these three? What about here, here, and here? Why do they increase? Because as I said just now, because heat is used to increase kinetic energy. Okay, heat is used to increase kinetic energy. So that's what you need to know. So as you can see, so to explain this part, kinetic energy increase, this part, force of attraction, they chop it off, they chop off their friendship, and then they increase their kinetic energy again, then they chop off their friendship again, overcome force of attraction again, and then they increase their KE again. Okay, I mean, guys, if you say, sir, can I don't care? I really don't care. It's fine, guys, because this part is actually physics. Okay, you will learn the same thing in physics when you are in year, Form 4 next time. Okay, so if you really don't care, you want to give this to your future self, then yeah, sure, go ahead. Again, I couldn't be bothered. Okay, because this part really seldom they will come out in exam. Seldom doesn't mean don't have Okay. Anyway, unless your teachers, they're the crazy type okay, they will ask stupid things like this. All right, so anyway, the reverse, okay, then so what do you see during Q, R, and ST? Why are they constant? Because just now I overcome the force of attraction, right? Now I move closer to each other, or I form force of attraction. Okay, yeah we have to learn it again Okay, in primary, okay. Wow, shit! I didn't know you can type Mandarin. Wow, that's cool. Right, I thought you're like a pure banana, but wow, it turns out you're not. Okay, anyway, so move closer to each other, so they will form new force of attraction. Whatever okay. Hey, I really pity kids nowadays, like seriously, because y'all have to learn all kinds of crazy stupid shit. Okay, I was teaching hormones to my Form 4 just now. Okay, and then they say, hey sir, my sister in primary 6, they are learning hormones already. I was like, what? Why? Why? So y'all run faster. Like seriously, y'all finish and be done with it. Because being kids nowadays is going to be harder and harder. Okay. Anyway, so this is our heating curve. All right. So like I said, if you don't want to care about this part, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. You just have to know this part. Okay. So for those who just came in, let me explain this again. So melting, boiling, evaporation. When things starts to get hotter, they will absorb heat. They will gain kinetic energy. Particles, they move faster. And you go the other way around, condensation and freezing, you do the reverse. Heat is released, they lose kinetic energy. So that's the total opposite. Then, okay, guys, I know this is boring stuff lah. It really is. Not as interesting as our reproduction, certainly. Okay, but I bet this time your exam is going to ask about reproduction, isn't it? So guys, please pay more attention in that chapter, okay, because it's really hard, right? There are so many things to memorize. Okay, that's like the hardest chapter in your Form 1. Okay, I would say. All right, anyway, so mass remain constant during physical changes. This one really nothing much to say lah. Then satisfy our become harder and harder. Our parents will never be satisfied one. Okay, case in point okay, for me lah. Okay, when I was in standard 1, I think I told this story like a million times already. When I was in standard 1, I got second in class. My mom said, why didn't you get number 1? Okay, and then standard 2, I get number 1. And then she said, number 1 is nothing. Wait till your UPSR, you get straight A. Then my UPSR, I got straight A. And then she said, UPSR is nothing. Wait till your PT3. Okay, we call it PMR last time. Wait till your PMR, you get straight A. And my PMR, I got straight A. Okay, and guess what happens? PMR is nothing. You wait till your SPM. And SPM, I got 11 A's. Okay, and then she finally said, okay, that's not too bad. We will see what you do in pre-university. That means A-levels. A-levels, I scored that shit. I got CGPA 4, I got full marks and all. And then she said, okay, see how you do university, And then I gave up that shit, okay? I gave up because she'll never be satisfied, okay? This is like, for us Asians to score high marks, this is what you should do. Okay, it's not like, hey, ma, look, I got full marks. Wow, that's awesome, my child. No. This is what you should do. Okay, mama worked so hard, you better get full marks. Okay, 3 marks away from passing last exam. then work harder lah. Yeah, I'm sure you can pass it. Okay, Asian ones, yeah, because guys, we are Asians, we are not Asians. Okay, you'll be glad that your mom didn't come into your room. You go watch Family Guy. Okay, you're like 12. You doctor yet? No, ma, I'm 12. Talk to me when you doctor. Right? Okay, so I don't know about your family lah. I don't know about Malays lah, but mostly for Indians and Chinese there's only 3 career approved by Asian parents. Okay, number 1 is doctor, number 2 is lawyer, number 3 is engineer. Yes, okay. Other than that, you're a disgrace to family. Okay, you go and tell your ma, I want to be a dancer. She will say, I have no son. Right? Never. You tell your ma, say, hey, ma, I want to be like Lee Chong Wei next time. Cannot one lah you. You cannot one lah. You think badminton can earn money? Hey, Lee Chong Wei drives a GTR, He drives a sports car, but she will say, you will never make it one. Right? Your mom, yeah, I know, because your sister said so. Okay, I'm glad that your parents are cool. Okay, because my parents they're the typical Asian parents. Okay, so if your parents are the cool ones, okay, I really tapete you lah. Good for you. Okay, I mean, I'm certainly not sad. Okay, anyway. All right, moving on. So let's go to our mass remain constant. Okay, so ice melts into water. This is very simple concept. If you start with 100 grams of ice, you will get 100 grams of water. Okay, you don't add water. You can't create atoms. Okay, so that's the thing. to be a child psychologist because like kids. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Wow, April, I can definitely see you being a preschool teacher. That's really cool. I can never deal with kids. Okay, I can never deal with kids. Okay, that's why I teach y'all secondary school kids, because if I teach kindergarten, I will eat them out of the class. Okay. Anyway, so let's look at the next one. Okay, so salt dissolves in water. So let's say you have 100 grams of water. Okay, you put 5 grams of salt inside, you get 105 grams of salt water. Okay, this is like stupid information, like no shit, sir, right? Obviously, but I don't know what this part is trying to say. Okay, 3 A's and 5 B's, your mom said 5, this isn't good. It's not bad. Well, wait, she said not bad or not good? 5 A's, 5 A's, 3 B's is not bad. This is
basically, when I said that I got 3 A's and 5 B's, it was like, that's actually not very good. Like, unless you get 5 A's and 3 B's, and that's not bad. And I'm like,
reverse that thing, okay?
sir, what?
Jane, you trust me lah, Even you reverse that thing, she will say, why can't you get full? You see next door that our boy got straight.
I really want to cry.
Even if you score straight, she will say, why can't you get top in the country? Why you see newspaper, the one got full marks, you didn't get full marks? Trust me, you can never win.
I remember in my English, I got 95. I got 95 and I got top of my class. Guess what she said? She said, where's the 5 marks?
My friend cannot relate. He has 100 in English last time.
Asian kids pain. My Asian ones, yes, exactly. Hey, you know, my mama, you know what she said? Okay, when I went to like those kopitiam, okay, you know those Asian kids last time they help out with the mom, right? Okay, that means the mom is selling noodle and then the kid is helping, okay, so I'm sitting there. My mom even can compare that. You see, people's kid so obedient, they will help out with the mom. I said, I thought you want me to get high marks. I thought you want me to study. If you got the heart, you will do it. Ayyo! Always that comparison. Okay, yeah, exactly. My mom said the thing too. Okay, I know lah. Most Asian moms they are very very racist one. My mom is the same thing. Okay, I throw tantrum in KFC. My mom will say, you make noise some more, later the abang will catch you. Hey, hello, people, they're just working there lah. Why do you have to offend people? Okay, if you don't study, you work at the rubbish station. Asian kids problem. Hey guys, we are all Asian kids here. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Right. Anyway, so expansion of solid. You know
It
what?
would be so funny if someone was white and they were here.
Yeah. Hey guys, speaking about someone white. Okay, I don't know whether I told you guys before. I have a friend. His wife, because he's married, his wife is from Lithuania. Okay, okay, where is Lithuania? If you don't know, Lithuania is a country in somewhere in in Eastern Europe. Okay, Lithuania. This is that country. Okay, yes, it's an EU. So his wife is from EU. Okay, is from Lithuania. And there was once we sit down and we chit chat lah. Okay, and when all of us start sharing our Asian story, she couldn't relate. Okay, guess how many major exams she had in her life? All right.
One.
Yes, she had one. Okay, the only exam she took was when she was 16 or 17, the end of high school. So I was asking, what about other exams? What do you have exams every year? She was looking at me like I'm crazy or some shit. Like, what do you mean exam every year? Why are you guys having exam every year? I was like, don't you guys have exam every year? Oh, apparently not. Then I was like, so what do you go to school for? She was like, to learn, to have fun.
To have fun. Wow.
What? So what about homework though? She was like, homework? Okay. She was like, oh yeah, there's homework. The homework is to discuss with your friend what's your opinion on this subject.
What? What?
That's homework. Yeah. So when I tell you, if these Guailos, if this Mat Saleh, they come to our country, they will die. Okay, because she only had one exam. All right. Hey guys, let me tell you this. Finland, Finland. Oh, you never heard of Lithuania? Okay, so let's like next to Russia. They all speak Lithuanian, and they speak some of them they speak Russians too. Okay, so the best education country in the world is Finland. Okay, the best. Finland has the best education system in the world. Okay, and they produce the best students in the world because they are one of the highest ranking marks in the world. All right, so you can go and research on this. Okay, you I might get you when I tell you this, you will cry. Why? Because for the first 9 years of your school, wait, I don't it's 9 years. Okay, for the first few years of your school, until you are 10, there's no exam.
I knew this and I was like bawling my eyes out.
Yes, okay, there's no exam. So what do you go school for? And there's not even a set syllabus. You don't follow a certain textbook. Okay, guys, because let's face it, our education system is very unfair to students who are not good in science. All right, our education system say, okay, you have to learn maths and science. If you suck at it, that means you suck. Okay, you are a bad student. What if my interest is in arts? All right, so for the first few years of Finland education, they don't teach you things like this. They will teach you critical thinking skill. They encourage you to speak in class. Things like, we call it soft skills. All right, soft skills like, leadership, debating, things like that. And everything is up to the teacher. They will plan what to teach today. There's no one set system to follow. Oh, today we must finish fraction. Okay, or today we must finish time or things like that. Okay, and you're thinking, oh my God, sir, I don't care about this. This is not my interest. So this is what. Okay, before you say, sir, I'm moving to Finland right now. Okay, guys, if you want to move to Finland, or okay, guys, that bunch of countries, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, they all have the best education system in the world. They have the best healthcare system too. Guys, if you get cancer in Sweden or Finland or Sweden, it's free. They have something called a national healthcare system. Okay, yeah, they pay a lot of taxes, but it's fair. They tax the rich, so the rich pay a lot of taxes. So the poor, not to say the poor, okay, the general public, they are well to do. So there's in that country, there's no crazy gap of income. Everyone is almost equal. There's no someone like crazy rich or crazy poor. So the poverty gap is really, really close. So this is like a utopia over there. Okay, so we are born in the wrong country. Okay, from science document. Yeah, exactly. Because I think we should be like this. Okay, don't you think kids from I don't know about you Asian parents okay, you know what is tiger parenting? You know what is tiger parenting? So tiger parenting is like our Asian moms You do anything wrong, they will use the cane. Okay, tiger parenting, because I was raised like that. So tiger parenting, they raise the most timid kids. Okay, but you cannot think unconscious think about what's up. Okay, so guys, tiger parentings, I said my cousin last time, right? Okay, tiger parentings, they raise the best liars and they raise the most timid kids. Right? Because you are not allowed to speak your mind in an Asian family setting. I don't know about your family, but my family is certain like this. Okay, so if your opinion differs from your parents, you are fighting back. You are talking back to them. All right. So because we are raised in such a situation, so next time when you go out and you work, you are in a group setting, you are very afraid to speak your mind because subconsciously you are thinking that you'll be punished, okay, you'll be judged, okay, you are stupid, you're not worth it, your opinion means nothing. So this is what I tend to, I walked out of it, but I see many kids they are still behaving like this, which is very sad to see. All right, kids should not have their mindset limited. Okay, they should be able to speak their mind, unless it's something really disrespectful, then that's another thing. But they should be able to speak their mind and voice what they think. All right, let me ask you something. Has your mother ever asked you, Okay, in let's say last time when you were a kid, you guys go out and eat, has your mom ever asked you, what do you want to eat? Oh no. Okay, your mom decides what you eat. All right, they don't ask, they don't give you an opinion. Do you want to eat A or you want to eat B? No, I say A means A. All right, so this is why your mom did ask me. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, my mom certainly didn't. Okay, but I turned out well lah. I turned out well lah. So you know, when I tell my wife this, how I was brought up, my wife was looking at me like, how did you turn out this way? Because I was raised in a very Jina family. My family doesn't speak a word of English. Okay, I was raised in a very tiger parenting way. So, but I turned out to be very free will, free thinking. So my wife was like, why am I like this? So okay, I don't know. Okay, 3A family. They don't so pantang can. Okay, anyway, so let's go to our exercise, shall we?
Unrelated, but can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Why can't I unconsciously think a thought? I just need to manually think my thoughts for some reason. I cannot hear myself thinking.
What does it mean?
Like, I cannot hear myself thinking. I have to make myself think I am hearing myself think.
Oh, that means you have to speak your mind out so that you can know what you're thinking. Is that it?
Yeah, like in my mind, I have to speak it out so I know I am thinking.
That means you talk to yourself?
Sometimes.
Well, that's how your brain works. Okay, I mean sometimes I talk to myself too. You're not crazy. If that's what you're worried about, you're not crazy.
No,
okay?
I'm not worried about it. I just been doing this my entire life, so I don't.
That's a funny question to ask. That's completely normal. That's completely normal. Okay, because I do that too. If it makes you feel a little bit more normal. Okay. So anyway, guys, I think we stopped around here, right? Okay. Let's come back to here. Okay, we have exercise to do. Okay. The food is not healthy. Yeah. Hey. Ernest, I think what you refer to, this is what we call. That's a word for it. Gaslighting. Yes. Oh, Asian parents, they're very good at it. You know what's gaslighting, guys? You know what's gaslighting? They will psychologically lead you to do something. All right? Okay, gaslighting lah. Okay, this is called gaslighting. Okay, let's say you don't like something. Okay, let's say you don't like a shirt. Your mom still buys it for you. Okay, and then you say, "Mom, I don't like it," and then she will say, "You don't like it now." Okay, I'm sure when time comes, you will learn to like it. Okay, she's like manually trying to get you to like it. This is called gaslighting. Yes, this is very toxic. Yes. Okay. If you have a manipulative girlfriend or boyfriend, that's what they will do. Okay, guys. Word of advice, if someone is trying to gaslight you, they are not after your well-being. They are just trying to manipulate you. Okay. So learn to recognize them. Okay. Anyway, so let's look at question 8. The following diagram shows an activity carried out to study the diffusion of particle in gas. Okay, we stop around here, right? Okay, so if you have done this, you let me know. Okay, so this is a tube filled with air. So this is the air particle. Let's just put air particles here. All right, so we put bromine here. So what is bromine? Bromine is just like a brown color gas. We don't really play with this, guys. We don't do this experiment because bromine gas is kind of toxic. Okay, so I bet even your teacher will be very scared of it. Sorry?
Is it explosive?
No, it's not explosive, but it's this is the cousin of chlorine.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
Duly noted. I will use that to kidnap my next victim.
Poison / toxic. Yeah.
Why are you guys so statistics? Okay. Anyway.
No, it's a funny joke. I will
kidnap
another person.
Okay, guys, moving on. So when bromine dissolves, diffuse in here, so they will start spreading out. Okay, they will start spreading out. And as you know, last week, gas, they will diffuse fastest in gas. Okay, diffusion is the fastest. That is the bromine gas. You see, they diffuse in 15 minutes. Why? Because there's a lot of space in between the gas particles. Wait, here. Okay, there's a lot of space in between. All right, so what are they going to ask here? Based on the diagram above, explain why the tube turns brownish after a few minutes. Okay. Oh, okay. Also, that's the Gen Z. Okay, fine. Sorry. Okay, so anyway, after a few minutes, okay, so you can say bromine gas diffused in air. Okay, gas bromine. In BM, I think it's meresap. Okay, meresap di dalam udara. Okay, so it diffuse in lah. So how do you explain this? How do they diffuse? Are they move in between the space of your gas particle? What is Gen Z? Gen Z is born after the 90s or the noughties. I think you guys are born in what? 2009. Okay. Wow, damn. I feel old now. You guys are, I think you guys are millennials lah. Is it?
No, we're Gen Zs.
Oh, yeah, you guys are Gen Z.
I would be so shocked if I was a millennial because I would be 20 something.
Okay. I'm a millennial, okay? Okay, for perspective, 09 is when I enter my college. I finished my SPM in 08.
Wait, teacher, how old are you?
You do your math, okay? You do the math, okay?
Okay, wait.
And early to 20. Oh, okay. Thanks, Gary. That's a very useful info there. All right, so what happens here? So your bromine particles, they move in between air particles. All right, they spread out in between the air particles. You see the brown and the blue, you know lah, they spread out in between. All right, so your Zara bromine. Wow, I have to write 2 languages. This is so tiring. Okay, Zara bromine bergerak di antara zara udara. So they spread out. It's like this. Okay, they spread out. Okay, that one I understand. Monkey, I understand. Okay, I still understand memes, lah, guys. I still understand memes. Okay, I keep myself updated with it. I mean, I use Reddit like all the time, lah. So I know. Okay. Anyway, so this is your explanation. So 2 marks here. Okay. So first point, bromine gas, they diffuse in. So second point, you explain how they diffuse. The particles will move in between. So this is what we call a particle theory, guys. This is what we call a particle theory, kinetic or kinetic theory of matter. Okay, your kinetic theory. Wow, thank goodness I don't have to write Mandarin this lesson. If not, I'm gonna be so tired. Okay, anyway, guys, moving on. Okay, so this is your bromine gas particle. Okay, you won't be able to see it, but this is just how they illustrate that bromine gas particle. So explain the movement of bromine gas particle. Okay, so you can say that they move randomly. Okay, this is gas, guys. This is gas. Also, they move randomly. Bergerak secara rawak. Okay, rawak means random. Okay, so they will collide with each other. So that means they will langgar each other lah. Okay, berlanggar antara satu sama lain. Okay, guys, if you write in BM, I suggest you try to adapt yourself with English. Okay, because our education system is really stupid. They allow you to write BM, and as you move to university, there's no BM in university. So you still have to switch no matter how. Okay, so I suggest you, while things are still easy, you get yourself used to it. Okay, because I can guarantee you, when you go university, you will not use a single word of BM unless you talk to your friend lah. Okay, you hang out with your Malay friends, then maybe you guys speak BM lah. But that's about it. Okay, you don't really use BM anymore. Okay, so why does our government allow BM leh? So that certain people, they are good in BM, because our Malaysia English system sucks. Okay, so SPM standard, they drop every year. So to artificially inflate the result, so they allow you to write in BM. Okay, because trust me, most school teachers their English suck donkey balls. Okay, for the lack of a better word, that's what they are. Right, like I said the Kelantan teacher used to pronounce cucumber. That's a freaking funny news, man. Okay, you guys know the cucumber thing? She pronounced cucumber as cucumber. Okay, she's an English teacher, for God's sake. Okay, anyway, so give the definition of diffusion. Okay, so what is diffusion? Okay, so diffusion is the spreading, okay, spreading of particles. Spreading of particles in a substance. Oh, sorry, in another particles of another substance. Right? Let's say just now bromine diffused in air, so bromine particles that diffuse in between air particles. Okay,扩散, yes. Okay, how to read BC? What do you mean BC? Okay, anyway, as in bahasa Cina. Okay, so penyebaran zara-zara di dalam zara-zara bahan lain. Okay,扩散, yes. Okay, guys, Mandarin is a very useful tool, so learn it. Don't forget it. I mean, mine is like almost forgotten already. Okay. Anyway, so I really don't like explaining this kinetic theory because the explanation is really long. Okay, so you guys can understand, okay, 18 marks the first term. Wait, what's wrong with your Chinese? 808 So 18 was a typo. Goodness me, what did you do? You just write your name, Oh, 18 meter. Hey, that's an improvement. You improve 10 marks. So next term you get 28 lor. Okay. Year 1 you got 82. So April, what happened? Did you continue your guys? Mandarin is a very hard language to learn. Okay, it's one of the hardest language to learn. Objective only you score most. Well, that's not a lot, isn't it? Right. Anyway, you keep it up as long as you don't give up. That's a good thing. All right. Anyway, D. A creative science activity is carried out to investigate the diffusion in solid. Okay, so some food colorings are dropped into a container that contains gelatin. Guys, you know what is gelatin? Okay, here or your result worsen. Okay, German is much easier. Depends on where you are coming from lah. If your English is very good and you learn German, that's more adaptable. Whereas if you are coming from Chinese background, if you learn German, it's gonna be hard. But if you learn Korean, it's gonna be easy. Okay, if it's easy. Okay. That's cool. That's cool, Kyle. That's a good thing to learn. Okay, and guys, Korean is really easy to learn. I mean, if you have the okay. I can see idioten. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, anyway, so this is gelatin. Gelatin is like jelly, so they put food coloring here. So why there are various colors spread the gelatin after a while? Because the color they diffuse in the gelatin. So you can say the food coloring diffuse in gelatin. Okay, pewarna makanan menyerap di dalam gelatin. I think BM is called gelatin too. Right, I think. Okay, so 2 marks here. So we should explain why. Because the particles, oh my god, this is so long. Okay, particles of food coloring move in between particles of gelatin. Okay, so this is the food coloring, this is the gelatin, so they move in between, so the color just mixed up. All right, so you get what I mean lah. So for BM, Zara pewarna makanan, bergerak di antara zara-zara gelatin. Okay, gelatin. Gelatin is your jello lah. Okay, when you make jelly, you use gelatin. Okay, so you put gelatin in it, so this thing will harden and you get your jelly. All right, so it's a solid, guys. This thing is the slowest because diffusion in solid is the slowest because there's not a lot of space, so they can't really diffuse that quickly. So this thing will take days, right? Whereas for gas, like just now, it will take minutes because there's a lot of space here. Okay, so this is from last week, guys. This is from last week. So number 2, if you put the container in refrigerator and another identical container at room temperature, does the food coloring diffuse at the same rate? Obviously not. Okay, tidak. Explain your answer. Whereas you can say the room temperature is faster. Okay, suhu bilik lebih laju. Why? Because the higher the temperature, the faster things will diffuse. If you fart in an aircon room, it will diffuse really slowly. But if you fart in sauna,
I'm sorry.
that's the best way I can make you understand. Hey, so if you fart in a sauna, so everyone, I mean, you should be shocked, but say if you fart in a sauna, so the thing will spread out like, in no time because energy is very fast. Okay, yes, fart, yes, fart. Okay.
So we don't fart when we are in sauna.
I mean, what? Okay, first of all, guys, you should. Why are you in sauna? Okay, fart. F-A-R-T, fart. Okay, I mean, I have a potty mouth, but I try not to swear in my class. Okay, so you can never see jelly the same. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, fart. Okay. Anyway, so you can say the higher the temperature, the faster the diffusion. Okay lah, pardon for the short forms lah. I'm just too lazy. Okay, semakin tinggi suhu, semakin laju resapan. Okay, you get my point. All right, so if you want this thing to diffuse faster, so you make it hotter lah, you just heat the thing. All right. Anyway, I mean, this is a better example lah. So when you make satay, because satay is hot, right? So they will diffuse very fast. Okay. Why didn't I use this example? Okay. Right, anyway, so you get the point, okay? I mean, moving on. So based on the rate concept of diffusion rate, explain briefly why Mrs. Zarina's daughter can smell the satay very fast. Okay, guys, it's the same explanation up there, okay? Satay smell diffuse in air, okay? Satay particle move in between air particles. Please write it yourself. Goodness me, I don't want to write it again because it's the same thing over and over. Right, guys, moving on. Okay, moving on. Please write this yourself. Write this yourself. Guys, learn how to write faster. Because I think your sejarah in your school, your teacher like to ask you to copy nota one, right? So if you don't write faster, you're going to have a bad time. All right. Anyway, so number 9. Well, this is so easy. Okay, so you have gas here, you have solid here, you have liquid here. So state, process, P, Q, and R. Guys, if you get this wrong, go and bang the wall, please. Okay, so P is your melting. Okay, peleburan. Oh, guys, be careful. Melting is not pencairan. Many people say pencairan. That's not the scientific word. Scientific word is peleburan. Okay, so Q is your condensation. Okay, condensasi. This is when you have that wet cup when you drink a cup of cold water. All right, so R is your sublimation. Okay, it's called jawapan. So that's when your dry ice turns into carbon dioxide. Called condensation. Not sasi. Okay, so B. Underline the correct answer. Process P involves what of heat? So you just look at the temperature lah. Okay, Malay. All right. Anyway, so isn't that an insult on gay people? Okay. Anyway, but I still like to say your mom gay lah. That's the funniest insult ever. Okay, anyway, so solid becoming liquid, so you turn from 0 degrees to 30 degrees. So this one is becoming hotter, so absorb heat lah. Okay, absorb heat. So number 2, the rate of movement of nitrogen dioxide. Okay, you might say, sir, what the hell is this? Nitrogen dioxide is a gas. Okay, so movement of gas is what than the rate of movement of water. So comparing gas and liquid, obviously gas is faster. Come on, okay. That's like the lamest insult. Guys, if you scold your friend, as in your mom gay, it's the equivalent of mak kau hijau. That's like the worst insult ever. Okay, I know you, right? Okay, did Joel teach you that? Did Joe teach you that? Yes, your mom green, yes, okay. Your mak kau hijau. That's like the worst insult ever. Okay, so number 3, the sun is categorized as a plasma. Okay, guys, this is not in your syllabus. Okay, this is not in your syllabus, so not really important. So C, explain the changes in the vibration of particles during P and R. Okay, so P and R, they are becoming hotter. So what do? So they will vibrate or move faster. Okay, so you can say they gain kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means they move faster. So they gain kinetic energy. So bergetar atau bergerak lebih laju. Okay, mendapat tenaga kinetic. Okay, kinetic means moving lah. So they move faster, they have more kinetic energy. Okay, because solid is like arranged very closely, so they become solid, they move further. So they gain kinetic energy. Right, guys? Boring stuff lah, I know. This chapter is like not challenging at all. But hey, this is how you score, guys. I know your exam is not coming out with this this midterm, but year end, this is where you score. Right? Because chapter 4 and chapter 7 is gonna freaking murder you. Chapter 7, you shall find out. Okay, that's the chapter you learn about light. That's like the absolute worst chapter ever. Okay, I don't know for some people, but for me, I mean, it's okay. Okay, anyway, moving on. So D, state the natural phenomena that involves P and Q. Okay, so where do you see this in everyday life? Okay, so P, where do you see melting? Melting of snow, melting of ice. Okay, melting of ice or melting of snow, peleburan ice. Right, and then Q, where do you see Q? Oh, that's the formation of rain. Oh, hey, you learned this in geography. Right, formation of rain. Pembentukan hujan. Right, you learn something called awan cumulonimbus, right? Do you? I still remember that shit, okay, that stupid cloud. Okay, cloud is cloud lah. Again, that cloud has special name, cumulonimbus. So that's geography for you. Okay, not my favorite subject though. All right, so E, water can change from one state to another with a change of temperature. Complete the following table. Oh my god, this is so easy. Okay, solid to liquid. This is absorbing heat. Okay, menyerap haba, because it become hotter, what? Right, so this process is called melting. Peleburan. So I'm just moving fast, guys, okay, because this is really easy. So liquid to solid is releasing heat. Okay, water release heat, it become ice. Okay, membebaskan haba. All right, so the process is called freezing. Pembekuan. Gas to liquid, this would be, hey, this is the same as up there, releasing heat, membebaskan. So this is condensation. Okay, kondensasi. All right, the easier the chapter. Yeah, of course lah. Hey, if I slowly write this for you, you are thinking that I'm insulting your intelligence. Okay, And plus, I hate this chapter, okay, because it's you learn this in primary school. Why are they teaching it again? I don't know. Okay, maybe because they want you to learn it in another language. Okay, all right. Anyway, so next, let's finish F. So name the process that are involved in the change of state in daily life. Hypothesis accepted, yes. Right, students' glasses fog up when he eats hot mee soto on a kore. Oh my god, I hate this. Okay, so this is condensation. Okay, so specky gang, you know what I mean. Okay, so if you hate this, go and get laser lah. Okay, I wanted to do that, but I'm poor AF. Okay, one eye costs like 8,000. Wait lah, I go sell backside, then I have money. Okay, so number 2, chocolate melts after taken out from the fridge on a hot day. 50k. Got 50k man. I think Sunway is 8k per eye lah. You wait lah, I go sell backside and maybe have money. Okay, so melt. That's the answer here already. So melting lah. Okay, peleburan. Alright, so number 3, mother finds that her volume of soup decreased after 1 hour of cooking. Okay, so you can say this is boiling. Who cooks soup for 1 hour? Use a pressure cooker lah. Okay, so number 4, wet clothes that are exposed to sun dry after 2 hours. Okay, so this is evaporation. PM is called penyejatan. Right, okay, so you know what, guys? I think I'm going to stop here today. The rest of it, I really don't care. You can go and finish it yourself. If you want the answer, you can get it from me, you know, before exam or something. Your brain's during exam, then you need to stay calm, okay? You have empty brain because you are panic. All right, so you have time, you can go and do this lah. If you don't want to, it's okay. There's only like 2-3 questions remaining. All right, so next week, what are we going to do? Are we going to do revision, or are we going to continue with chapter 7? I'm not sure yet. We have to see other classes, okay? See what's the progression. We shall find out next week. All right, so guys, have a happy Friday and weekend. I will see you guys the same time next week. All right, so happy weekend, happy Friday. I'll see you next week. All right, so see you. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I hope I fail your exam.
Please don't.
I
Okay.
mess.
Bye-bye.